My brother was an amazing person. And I know everybody thinks that about their family, but he really was. He showed up for everybody. He never asked for anything in return. He showed up for my kids. We don't live here, and he would always go visit us and make sure that they knew that he had their backs. And I know that that's the same thing he did for his friends, and that's the same thing he did for my brother and I and Christian, and he was my best friend. I talked to him every single day, and we would call each other and encourage each other to be better, or to keep going if we were working at something that was really hard, or just to decompress. And now the pain we feel is beyond words. It's like we're both in so much pain and so angry that we were robbed from him. But not only that, but he was robbed. He was robbed. He wanted a family. He wanted kids. He had all these plans. He was supposed to come this weekend to my house for us to celebrate his birthday. And just the day before, we celebrated my daughter's birthday, and we were joking about us keeping the balloons for him so that we can celebrate his birthday. And now he doesn't get to do that. We don't get to see him. He doesn't get to see my kids grow. He doesn't get to have his own kids. He doesn't get to experience his life. And I just don't think that's fair. I feel like the community needs to show up for him the way he showed up for them, and hold the people that created the situation accountable, because there's laws that are being passed by politicians that are not on the street, that don't know what the police goes through, and even the people in the community are not riding in these cars like day in and day out and seeing what they see and making those decisions that affect their lives. And I feel like my brother would be here if criminals didn't have more rights than people that do good. And I just feel like the community needs to come together and hold that, and hold the people that are responsible for this accountable. Like, it's not fair that he's not here, and whoever did this is still running free, living their lives. Our lives are on pause, and the pain is unbearable. And we are just trying to help my mom and ourselves and my kids who are aware that this happened get through it. I think the police force meant a lot to him, and being able to help people meant a lot to him, because oftentimes I would ask him to move with me and he wouldn't, and he stayed here because he felt like he could make a difference. He wanted to volunteer at schools and show the kids that are in the neighborhoods that are so affected by all this violence that there's another path, that there's another way, that you can, even though you're surrounded by it, that you don't have to follow the same thing. And there's just many times where I feel like there were so many forks on the road, and he chose to stay here, which is why I feel like the community needs to show up for him the same way, because he paid with his life to stay here.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.